is, what made you want to go on the adventure or the path of trying to like improve yourself and also tell others how to improve?
Well, okay, let's see. I guess it all started with me realizing that it was roughly in high school. I think it was mid-high school. I realized that I need to change because I wasn't happy with where I was socially and whatnot. So I thought about it, and I actually got a mentor at that time who was 10 years my senior, who kind of helped me out in terms of what to read, what seminars to look at and whatnot. And that's, I guess, where it all started. And then since then, I got kind of really inspired because it really changed my life a lot, meeting him and interacting with him. So as a result, I really wanted to kind of give back. I realized pretty quickly that there isn't much I can give back to him. So it's kind of like you mentioned earlier, pay it forward. So I realized that even though I can't provide him with nearly as much value as he provided me, I can provide somebody else the value and kind of pay it forward and just kind of make the world a better place. It's life is about giving, so just share as much as I can, and that's about it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, guys, we'll clap for every answer. We'll finger snap, okay? After every answer they give us, we'll finger snap for appreciation, okay? So, okay, next question. Yes, perfect. It's a secret.
Hi everyone, my name's Faith, and I have a question for the speaker who spoke about the environment. I don't remember your name, I'm sorry. Just kidding, I do. Okay, so my question is, what is one thing that you learned from the process of being more in touch with the environment, and how did you connect that to your interactions with other people?
Good question. I feel that when you know what you are putting into your body, you're aware of the food that you're eating, when you're aware of what's going on your face, what's going on your skin, in terms of literally each ingredient that you're putting into it. When you have that kind of connection to the things that you're using. We're talking about personal care products, for instance. You're making your own recipes. You know what you're putting in there. That connection to the environment, that kind of connection, you're asking what the connection to the environment, how does it change, how it's changed me?
What have you learned?
What have I learned?
What have you learned from your work with the environment, and how can you relate that to your interactions in life? Or like,
In life, yeah. So that kind of interaction with the environment has given me and others, like my group members over here, a sense of empowerment. We are in touch with our bodies, and I feel that's a very important thing. I think that a lot of people are just removed in that sense. We don't really care, or we just gloss over the fact of what we're eating and what kind of things that we're putting into our food. And that goes with skincare, because we are eating those things. Our bodies are ingesting those chemicals. We are ingesting everything that we put into our bodies, whether it's food or skincare. To me, it's one and the same thing, or your toothpaste for that matter. So when we start to take better care of our bodies, that allows us to take better care of those around us, to take better care of the environment, and so on and so forth.
Thank you. Finger snap, yes. All right. Do you have another question on that side, maybe? It can be fun questions too, guys. So.
I have a question for the audience.
Yeah, good.
What's one thing that you took away from today's wonderful speakers?
Think outside of the box. Think outside of the box.
Think outside the box. Do you want to talk more about that?
No, I'd rather listen to you guys.
Definition of a contrarian. It's you.
Yeah, so what's your question specifically? Oh, that's what you learned. Okay. Great.
Okay, we have another thing we learned.
The power of coffee chats.
It's actually really good. Yeah. All right. So we have a question here for you, speakers.
I mean, it's not. Oh, Claudia. It's not.
Your name is Claudia, everyone.
It's not really like an educational question. I just was wondering how many coffee chats that you think you've been on.
Yeah, so I'll start. I mean, I've been on. I think we all have been on coffee chats. Yeah, so I mean, I've been on like second year at Schulich. Been on like at least 20 to 30 good ones.
Honestly, that lost counts, and I think the definition, like I say coffee chat, but I don't mean it literally. Coffee chat can mean, you know, a lunch, as I was talking to him over there, it could be a cigarette break with someone. So really, I've been on countless of them, and it really started when I was in second year, and I really, once I found the confidence to go on more of these, once I had gotten the first one out of the way, I started to go on a lot more. So, for example, this past summer, I went on a lot more than I did the past summer. But I can't put it on to it.
So you said you were initially you had to get it over with the first time. So how did you approach the first one, and how do you do them generally? Like if you're not already interacting with a new person.
Yeah, I guess again, it depends on what you would define as a coffee chat, but maybe one of my first official coffee chat type of things was the taste program that I talked about. I think the biggest thing in getting over it was the comfort level I had in going for a coffee chat with someone who had actually graduated from my program. So I think that helps, you know, get a lot of it out of the way. There's no need to explain what a Bachelor of Administrative Studies is. That's something that only exists at York, for example. It was also at a company that I would have loved to work for. So I went for lunch with someone that worked at TELUS, and I even got an office tour out of it. Another big plus about TASTE in particular is that they send one or two, but it's usually two students. When you're going on a coffee chat with two people as opposed to one, it really gets rid of a lot of the butterflies because you know that you can feed off of each other and you're not gonna, run into that awkward moment where you have to like sit.
Well, I have a question. So this is for all of the speakers here tonight. What inspired you all to do your talk today? You can start a row, like.
Whoever's ready.
Hey, Beagle first. You're welcome. What inspired me is I really believe in the group that we have. I believe in the cause that we are putting forth. It's changed my life in a lot of ways, and I really want to share that with other people.
Well, I talked about myself already, so let's not repeat ourselves here.
I'll try to be brief and say that I'm someone that I think has benefited from discovering what a coffee chat is. So I used to think that networking meant you just had to go on to networking events, for example. I'm more comfortable with networking events now, but I definitely wasn't before, and I think that coffee chats were a way to help me break into the more advanced type of networking, like going to networking events. It also helped me in other aspects of life. So for example, I think I became a lot more comfortable with job interviews, etc.
Yeah, so first of all, the other speakers were really great. I definitely learned a lot. I'm sure you did too. And to answer your question, what inspired me was I see everyone working extremely hard in school, but if you're doing the exact same thing as everyone else, then you're not really working hard. So to work in a different way is what my topic was about, which was the power of being a contrarian and to think differently. So that's what really inspired me. Just talking to my friends, seeing everyone just working, exhausting themselves out, but not really knowing what they want to do. So yeah, that answers your question.
Okay, I have a question too. What's something that you guys did today to prep for, or like what's something that you guys did to prep for?
Yeah, so I'll tell you a really funny story. So on my mirror at home, I printed out a picture of I just put on Google, really pissed off guy. And then I just printed that out and put it on my mirror. And just talking, giving a speech to that mirror is just like, with that person's face, is just really nerve-wracking. So that's the way I prepped for this talk. Yeah. What about you guys?
I was lucky enough to have Yuri and Sarah at the back there as my mock audience, so I mocked with them a few times.
Just like any normal day, I put on my special homemade lotion.
Well,
I can teach you if you want.
Thank you. I'll consider it. I guess I kind of did a few mocks as well, but the other thing that I did to prepare was, I guess I ate a shawarma. You know, get yourself a bit more comfortable.
Last question?
Yeah. So does anyone in the audience have any questions before I wrap things up?
If not, I guess.
Don't be shy. This is your last chance. Come on.
Yeah.
It's your last chance.
You get the chance.
Hi, I'm Mia, and I just wanted to ask how you guys all overcome being nervous about public speaking, if you are.
So, what was your question?
How do you overcome being nervous with public speaking?
Oh yeah, so public speaking, I guess coffee chats are really good, and just talking to people in your family. I've seen that when I was small, I didn't talk to other people in my extended family too much, and you don't have to, public speaking doesn't mean talking to random people. It could mean talking to people in your family that you didn't talk to too much, and that's actually really comfortable to talk, because they won't tell anybody that, oh, he's not a good speaker, or he's shy, or whatever. So, definitely just talking to people in your family, and asking them for feedback. It doesn't feel bad if you ask them for feedback. Like, how has my public speaking been? And then once you do that, then you can do talks in front of other people, and you become really comfortable.
I'm studying marketing, and for anyone that's studying marketing, you know that every marketing class has a group presentation, if not 2 or 3. So I think going through so many marketing classes has really gotten me used to it.